Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is the third Saturday of the month. That means it is Mad About Mini Paper Pads. So the idea behind this series is Moira and I have quite a few mini paper pads, and so we got together with some friends and said, hey, let's create a series so we can actually use them. And sometimes just having them out will make me use them on the next layout, which actually does happen tomorrow. So a little sneak peek for you there. So I have this Jen had filled along the way mini paper pad, and then I realized that I needed a background paper, and I was like, oh look, I have half of this paper pad. So I had obviously gotten this paper pad and split it with somebody because I only have the front half, which totally works. It's absolutely perfect. So that's what I'm using for the actual background paper. Then I did some black cardstock, and then I'm going to bring in my mini paper pads. So we are also playing along, well, I don't know how many people are playing along for Mad About Mini Paper Pads with Sandy's sketch for Follow a Sketch February, but I am. And the sketch she picked today is from Ashley Smith from the Scrap Room. And so you can see that up there in the corner. That was why I needed a mat for my layout, because that's what it calls for. It also calls for 2 pictures, which I am definitely going to get on here. So my 2 pictures, the first one is a picture of the volcano goddess of Hawaii, and I'm pretty sure her name is Pele. It's P-E-L-E. And so she's a volcano deity and is the creator of the volcanic landscape. So according to tradition, she is embodied by the lava and the natural force associated with the volcanic eruption. So just a little history there for you. Well, so our guide taught us about her a little bit, and then we're on the tour, and he's like digging under a bush, and we're all like, what is he doing? Well, he pulls out these little, what they look like teardrops, but they are lava. I mean, they're cold lava. And these particular things are called Pele's tears. Yeah. So at the time when I made this, I couldn't remember her name. So I had to Google it. So my title is just going to say Tears, which is totally fine too. But I think, like, now that I'm doing this voiceover, I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should find some little tiny tile stickers that are like maybe black and gold. And I think I have some. I do have some hanging on my wall, because not all of my stickers or letter stickers are hanging on the wall, but the majority of them are. And they're kind of done by color. I'm pretty sure I showed that in my room tour. But yeah, I think I'm going to add these to the top there. So in the meantime, I put 2 6x8 papers that were the same together, and then I grabbed a scrap from my bin, which is actually from the same collection, did the strip across the join so you can't tell that it's not one full piece of paper. And then I took 2 of the papers from the 6x8 paper pad, and I trimmed those to make one big block of mats for my photos. And then in the sketch, there are a couple of tags, and the big paper pad had a cut apart of tags. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple of those. I'm going to do a little bit of a diagonal design as far as embellishing goes. I'm going to embellish up by these tags and then down by my title that you see down there at the bottom. So this tab says this here, and then I've got just a regular banner. I'm going to use a couple of the black and gold stars. I added these two birds for no other reason that we were outside in the wilderness, so I figured some birds could go on there. And then I'm going to grab this frame, and I'm just going to kind of frame those quote-unquote tiers. And then since I had pulled that, I realized that there were some kind of gold circle pieces. So I'm going to scatter those kind of around like sequins, and I'm going to cover up my tag holes with them as well. And then I thought that I needed to make it a little girly and get some florals. So I'm going to go into the Cocoa Vanilla collection, and I am going to pull out an orangey colored one and one that's kind of a little more yellowy. But I am going to use both of them. So I was thinking of this one, but I didn't like the green. I don't know why, I just didn't. So it's just going to get those two flowers. And I think that's going to be it. I don't think I do anything else, but I still have a little bit left of the video. No, I don't. So that is going to do it. I didn't use a ton of paper pads, but it definitely did inspire me to use it. And I did get 1, 2, 3, 4 full sheets used up. So I feel like that's still a win. So I will have a list of everybody playing with Mad About Mini paper pads down below, as well as Sandy's information for Follow a Sketch February. And that is going to do it for me today. So remember to wear your crown, and I will see you tomorrow for another sketch. Bye.